Hey guys, welcome to Automation Testing Studio. In this video, we will see one of the most important questions related to string in Java. So let's get started. Here on the first slide, you can see that I have written some lines of code related to string. String str equal to Suhail, string object I have created and I have passed Suhail. So let's see how many of you will answer correctly. Comment your answers in the comment section. So let's get further into that. Before going to main program, let's understand two things here. What is heap and what is string constant pool? So heap is a location in memory where objects are stored. Like we have primitive data types, int, float, uh, and other data types. Whatever values we assign to that, it has to be assigned to some memory. So that goes into stack, and whatever objects we create, like we have the object for string, we have the object for custom class, like customer class you have created some object for that. That object also will be stored in the heap. All the primitive data types goes in the stack, all the objects reside in heap. So in heap, there is special section called string constant pool. This string constant pool, what it does, when any new variable is created and any value is assigned to that, Java first will check whether that value is present in the string constant pool. If it is not present, directly it will create that value as in the string constant pool. Otherwise, it will point the reference to that value if it is already present. Let's understand this with an example. Here we have declared two strings. String str1 equal to high, str2 equal to high. What will happen is that this str1 and str2 will point to the same value in the string constant pool, because it is a we are just assigning the value to the reference. We are not actually creating the object. If we do like this, if we assign only value to the references, if the value content is same, it will only point the reference to that value here. If the content is different, it will create a new value in the string constant pool. Okay, now if we create any string object, then whatever value we created with the help of the string object, a new space will be created in memory and it will be assigned. Like str3 and str4, separate space has been created and it has been stored because these are objects. And last, you can see that primitive data type called int. That value will be stored in the stack. Okay, these are the basics. Let's jump into our program to understand how it works. Okay, for that I have prepared a sample program. Let's see this. So what I'm doing is that I wanted to print the address as well for the each of the string whatever we have created, so that you'll understand easily. So in Java, we cannot print address directly due to security. So we are comparing the identity hash codes and printing those values. Okay, so this is that about the string constant pool, whatever we have seen. So let's see, for the first thing, there is a method called inter. What this method will do is, in the string constant pool, whenever if you want to assign any value to a string, suppose string, I want to assign string name equal to AA. So for the first time, this string value, if it is present or not, this intern will check in the string constant pool. If you see the definition here, it will show. In the string constant pool, it will check. If it is not there, what it will do? It will insert the value in the string constant pool. So here, my intern, initially it is not there. So what it will do? It will check and it will insert. Again, what we are doing? Another string we are taking and same value we are assigning. Now we are checking whether it is pointing to the same values. If it got successfully created, then this value will be true. Let's run and check the value for that. Okay. If you see here, we have got the value true. It means that this value got created in the string constant pool, and whatever value we have, it is also same. So this reference is pointing to this reference. So this value comes out to be true. In the second scenario, what we are doing is that we are taking the two strings value same. Okay, automation testing. We are comparing its address, and also let's verify what the address actually we get. It's not actually the correct address, but some kind of identity hash code so that we can identify if they are pointing to the same reference. Let's print this. Let's run and see what we'll get. Okay, so we got true for str1 equal to str2, and identity hash codes are same. Because the content is same, it is mapping to the same reference. Okay, let's see the third scenario. Here, what we have done, we have created a string literal as well as string object, and the value of the string literal and object is same. Let's see what will happen. In this case, what will happen here, it will create my val in the string constant pool. Here it will create a new object, so the address will be different. So this should be false, and whatever values we get here should be different. Okay, let's run and see what we'll get. Okay, so we got false, and these values are different. Okay, now here we'll see for string object which has same value. Okay, now we are creating two string objects with the same value, and we want to see what it will do. So what it will do now, the string object 1 and string object 2, two separate spaces will be created in the heap with these values, because we are creating a new object. So every time it will create a new space in the heap. So if you see that these values will be different, and whatever value will be, and it will be false. Okay, let's see this as well. So this is false, and this value will be different. And now again, with different value, we are creating two string objects with different value. So same here also, this value will comes to be false because two different memory spaces it will create. Okay, let's run and see. Now it is false and different addresses we got. So if you see here, what the conclusion is that if it is string literal and the content is same, then it will point to the same reference. If the content is different, two separate references will be created. If it is a string object, whether the content it is same or not, separate memory will be allocated. Okay, so like this, you can get any type of interview question, whether it be any technical interview or any exam, you will get to see this type of questions. So now the second thing is that which is faster, whether string literal is faster or string object is faster. That also we'll see. I've written a sample program performing some operations on string literal as well as string objects. So I'm trying to get the time for that. Okay, I've taken the start time, taken the end time for both string literal as well as string object. Let's run and see what we'll get. Okay, here you can see we have got for the string literals 1 millisecond, for the string object 3 milliseconds, because string object, for string object, every time you have to create a new object, and it will take more time when compared to the string literal, because in string literal, if the value is same, it will point to the same reference, and there is no object getting created every time. The value is getting stored in the string constant pool. Okay, wherever possible, it's better we use string literals, and if we want to use the string object, then separate memory will be allocated. Yeah, that's it. That's it in this video. If you have any doubts, you can drop me a comment, and If you like this video, you can subscribe to my channel. So much more technical questions like this will be posted in the future. Yeah. Thanks everyone. Bye.